God, everything is awesome. If you guys have not seen the Lego Movie, they're not a sponsor or anything tonight, but if you haven't seen the Lego Movie, go see it. It's hilarious. That's what that song is from. It's not just a kids movie. Anyway, welcome to Fear Experiment 6, you guys. Thank you so much for coming out. My name is Saya, and I'm the creator and curator for tonight. And the show would not be a show without you guys. So round of applause for the audience coming out to support our participants backstage. And I've heard that you guys not only came from the Chicagoland area, but that you came from California, North Carolina, St. Louis, DC, Indiana, North Dakota, Connecticut, Michigan, Georgia, Ohio, and Wisconsin. That's amazing. I'm sure I missed places. Thank you guys so much for coming so far to support the very excited yet fairly nervous participants who are waiting backstage. So it's Fear Experiment 6. This is actually the 7th show, though, because the first one was supposed to be Dance Experiment number 1, and then there was never going to be another one. But that was 4 years ago, and it turned into this 3-headed awesome monster that has become. So this is the 7th show, and every show that we have, I hear audience members say, I don't really know what I'm going to see tonight. I don't really know what Fear Experiment is. All I know is that my friend has been really busy the past few months, and she has this group of new friends that she always talks about, and she posts incessantly on Facebook about the show. But beyond that, a lot of people are like, I have no idea what I'm going to see. So a little bit of background on Fear Experiment and why I started it in the first place. So everything actually was not awesome 9 years ago for me when I didn't really like my boss, and the feeling was mutual. He fired me, but that's okay. And post-college, I found it a lot harder than I thought it would be or should be to make friends, to find guys to date, to network professionally. And I found myself doing the same routine over and over: job, gym, singles event that made me hate society and hate myself, job, gym, networking event that made me hate society and hate myself. And I also lacked sources of challenge and personal development for myself. I found it really hard to find all of those things after I graduated. So that's why I started Mac and Cheese Productions. And Mac and Cheese, you might hear some of the participants saying the phrase life of yes or living a life of yes. That's kind of my tagline. That is that I hopefully help myself and others live a life of yes. And a life of yes is one where you're yourself amongst people being themselves, where I can is louder than I can't. Life is dripping with possibilities. You're challenged, but in comfortable ways. There are definitely hurdles in a life of yes, but they're hurdles that slow you down. They don't completely stop you. Life of yes is about finding your tribe, and a life of yes is about people who basically say yes to everything. And the folks that you're going to see on stage tonight are those people. In order to do Fear Experiment, they had to do 2 things. They had to sign up solo, no security blanket of your best friend or your roommate or your boyfriend, and you had to be fearful about something in the experience, whether that was performing in front of hundreds, the art form, doing it solo, the time commitment, the social aspect, will I make friends? But I feel like when you do something really scary, usually positive things result. And they've been rehearsing with their captains, Pete and Gloria, for ridiculously hard, 4 hours a week for 3 months. They started back in January. And they will be up on the stage, not because they're professional dancers or professional improvisers. And you may see someone go left when they're supposed to go right. And you may see someone freeze in a scene. But that's okay, because this is Fear Experiment, and I keep telling them no matter what they do, you guys are going to love them, right? So if you see someone go left and everybody else is going right, or if you see someone freeze, what you could do is cheer louder for them. That would make them feel really good. It's really scary up on this stage, and your support makes it infinitely less so. So, and speaking of support, one of my favorite things about Fear Experiment is the support. The support of you guys giving to the participants, the support that the participants give one another, the support from the 2 captains who have been working really hard to get the folks ready for tonight, and also the support from the Fear Experiment alum. There's over now 200 people who have gone through this 3-month journey, and I would actually like to recognize them. So if I could have the house lights come up, and Fear Experiment alum that are in the house, would you mind standing where you are? once the house lights come up. Awesome. So we have huge groups of folks. Can you wave? Give a little wave. Thank you guys so much for coming out. So they have done improv, dance, stepping, or a cappella up on this stage. So thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And the Fear Experiment community are people who remain your tribe long after this show is over. And I know that's going to happen for the folks waiting backstage. And last, I'll say that speaking of community and these wonderful FE alum who come out and are a part of the Fear Experiment community, we definitely could not do this whole experience without the generosity of so many people. I can't even tell you the amount of people that are in this room who are volunteering their time and their skills for us. Our photographer, videographers, makeup artists, the ticket takers, the dinner, which was provided for all the participants by J&L Catering, was donated. The t-shirts were donated by Transit Tees, which is probably the cutest store in Bucktown. I would highly recommend going over to visit them. And I'm really selective about who I partner with because I want people who align with the Life of Us values. And I wanted to recognize one of the partners who we have here tonight. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying some Luna bars out in the lobby. They have been a tremendous support for Fear Experiment and living a life of yes. And they've been so wonderful in making this production happen tonight. So if we could get a round of applause for all of our volunteers. It truly does take a village, and the Fear Experiment Village is one where everything and everyone is awesome. So with that, thank you for coming tonight. Thank you for cheering crazy loud for the performers. They love it. And thank you for being a part of their Life of Yes journey. Have a great night. Enjoy.